Good morning, guys. Welcome to online class. Hope you are keeping well by the grace of God. Guys, today I am going to teach you English literature from your reader book. That is Unit 2, a short story by Charles Dickens, The Signal Man. Charles Dickens, he was born on 7th February 1812 and died in 9th June 1870. This short story, it is based on thrill and mystery. It also ends with a tone of mystery and thrill. So, guys, today I am going to read only 2 pages of the book, page number 18 and 19. So, students, you listen carefully. I am going to read 2 pages before you. Hello, below there. When he heard a voice thus calling to him, instead of looking up to where I stood on the top of the steep cutting nearly over his head, he turned himself about and looked down the line. There was something remarkable in his manner of doing so, though I could not have said for my life what. Hello, below, I called out again. Raising his eyes, he saw my figure high above him. Is there any path by which I can come down and speak to you? After a pause, during which he seemed to regard me with fixed attention, he motioned with his rolled up flag towards a point on my level. Some 200 or 300 yards distant, I found a rough zigzag descending path notched out, which I followed. The cutting was extremely deep and unusually precipitate. It was made through a clammy stone that became oozier and wetter as I went down. His post was in as solitary and dismal a place as ever I saw. On either side, a dripping wet wall of jagged stone, excluding all view but a strip of sky. At one end of the long corridor of stone was the gloomy entrance to a black tunnel, in whose massive architecture there was a barbarous, depressing and forbidding. At the mouth of the tunnel was a red light. So little sunlight ever found its way to this spot that it had an earthy, deadly smell, and so much cold wind rushed through it that it struck chill to me, as if I had left the natural world. Drawing nearer to him, I saw that he was a dark, sallow man with a dark beard and rather heavy eyebrows. His attitude was one of such expectation and watchfulness that I stopped a moment wondering at it. He took me into his box where there was a fire, a desk for an official book in which he had to make certain entries, a telegraphic instrument with its dial, face and needles, and the little bell of which he has spoken. He was several times interrupted by the little bell and had to read off messages and send replies. Once he had to stand without the door and display a flag as the train passed and make some verbal communication to the driver. In the discharge of his duties, I observed him to be remarkably exact and vigilant, breaking off his discourse at a syllable and remaining silent until what he had to do was it done.